to another video with Everything's Terry. Blessings. Yo, if y'all know me, y'all know I love action movies too. Everything's Terry, right? I know I love everything except for licorice and things like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, I am Everything's Terry, so I love action movies. And today we're going to have a review on John Wick, Chapter 4. I'm a huge John Wick fan, you all, so I was waiting on this movie. And I gotta tell you, this was an emotional roller coaster from start to almost finish. Now, I want to tell y'all, hey, this is a non-spoiler review, so I'm not gonna get into any details. Maybe when I get on the stream with I Like Scary, maybe one day we'll discuss it or something like that. But this is just like my pure thoughts on it without giving away any spoilers, because I want everyone to go check this movie out. Now, let me get the positives on it first. The positives on this movie is, you all, there was not one actor that you could actually look at and say had like a cringe-worthy performance. Everybody was pretty much top-notch acting, in my opinion, in this movie. Everybody had some real good roles, and everybody played their part to the point where you felt like those were actual characters and everybody had meaning. I love the whole world, the cinematography of it, the way. I love the story, you guys. The story was awesome. If you're going back from chapter 1 all the way up to this recent one, chapter 4, the way the basic format of everybody after John Wick, that was awesome. And the overall story was just amazing. And with movies like this, you need a lot of good action. You need great characters, and you need the story to fit. Everything came together in this movie, and I think what really did it for me, the action really did it, but more to me, I was drawn in by the characters, John Wick and the characters. If anybody was a little cringe, I would say, it would be like kind of like the way John Wick talked, and I guess that's the way they wanted him to speak. Like he'd have like a kind of like a stuttering type of speech or whatever, but other than that, I really can't say nothing about the acting. Everybody was pretty much top notch. Now on to the negatives. I got a couple of negatives. It was throughout the movie, you guys, I swear, it was almost gonna be a 9 out of 10. But I'm just gonna go ahead and give my number right now. It ended up being an 8 out of 10 because to me, the movie ended up being too damn long. Some of the shooting scenes and the car scenes, it seemed like they just made them go on real long to keep the movie longer for some reason, when the movie was already long enough, and it had certain times where certain characters would be doing like a little too much talking, and it had like an unrealistic scene. I won't get into the details, but an unrealistic scene in the club that was just like too cringe. It was like, well, you could have kind of like lessened this a little bit or like narrowed it down a little bit, because this really was unrealistic. I know it's a batshit crazy movie, but to be that unrealistic, that kind of took points off for me. It was like, you taking too long. And then another thing was the main character, the main villain of the movie. They had him set up. I liked this character and everything, and I was waiting to see what was gonna happen in the end. And at the end, like the final showdown, just didn't do it for me. It was like, what did you build up this great villain for? And he didn't really do anything. But I will say I liked what happened at the end, no spoilers. And then I really loved what happened after the end credits. It wasn't like Scream 6 where you do some nonsense. This was like an actual great ending to after the ending. You know what I mean? It was, and I can't wait to see what they do with that. And my only other gripe was a couple of the characters I was really into died too early in the movie. Well, I might want to just say one character, because the other one didn't end up dying. Once you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the character that didn't end up dying, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with that character. But you all in all, I give this movie like I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I can't give it a 9 out of 10 because, like I say, it drug on too much. It was another guy in there, you all. He had all you dog lovers. You're gonna love this character. He was a guy. He was like, I kind of like his character dynamic, because it was like Is he after John Wick? Is he not? Is he playing both sides? And he had like a dog with him. He would like sick his dog on you, Call of Duty style, sick the dog on you. He had like the shotgun, and his character was awesome. It was a bunch of great acting going on in this movie. A bunch of great action. A lot of the action scenes were just amazing. So I don't want to go on too much about it, y'all, but definitely make sure y'all check out John Wick Chapter 4. But if you can, make sure you check out 1 through 3 first, and then go back and check out this one, and it'll make the world make so much sense. Lawrence Fishburne, all the actors were incredible in this movie, and I really wish they would have gave the villain a better send off than what they did with him. But other than that, great movie, you all. That's it for right now. I'm Little T the Don, y'all, and I'm signing off.